Guys and dolls, good morning. Nice and early. Not that early, 7:30. And good wee night last night with some friends. Had a couple of beer, which isn't like me. And yeah, it was really good. So it was. So out for a nice wee walk with the dog, as you can see. So, what's been happening? Why are we having the demo? Why is these things happening in Northern Ireland? Is it as bad as England and Scotland? Well, it's getting there. Things are happening, every single day now. There's something happening in Northern Ireland, in some part of Northern Ireland or Belfast. I will be bringing some clips to this video, and I'm going to be reading a couple of things out that I've received from people. And we have the Ballyholman incident at the beach, and we've got an incident in Lisburn Road in Belfast, where men have been remanded for jumping about with blades, very, very large blades apparently. So guys, the people involved is Dimitri Eugenia, 30, of no fixed abode, 33-year-old Aunut Lazara, with an address on the Lisburn Road, Floriana Bratanu, 30, of Fane Street in Belfast, know it very well, and Aunut Daniel Georgi, 27. So yeah, that's who's responsible for running about our streets with knives and chasing and going into pubs, in a pub where there was people just minding their own business and enjoying a quiet drink. So this is the start of it. And we've had children being watched, for want of a better word. This was sent to me by one of you guys. A dangerous situation is emerging on the outskirts of Morgashell and Dungannon Park area. Just 2 nights ago, a group of around 20 youths made up of foreign nationals and other criminals travelled from the national end of the town to the gates in Dungannon Park, leading to Morgashell. Residents of the area had cars damaged by stones, throws, and witnesses. Several in the gang shouted threats whilst armed and with lens of timber, at least one branding and a knife. The threatening behaviour started weeks ago when 2 young local men were chased from a park by a gang. It seems these thugs deemed themselves as gangsters and desire to be feared. It's been only recently they have ventured so close to the village, which takes this volatile situation to another level. A local resident reported this to the PSNI. They arrived on the scene some time later, and the gang then left the area. It's been confirmed there were no arrests or stop and searches carried out. Residents once again feel let down. Some local parks in the States and Dungannon have fallen foul to low lifes and criminal elements in recent years, so much so the local residents have deemed it unsafe to bring their children there. Only the intervention of people that are aware, because the word's getting out, be careful, and the one about the Lisburn Road, guys, this is what you got to understand. Or not the one about the Lisburn Road, there's that many now. Tigers Bay, 2 days ago. Yeah, so this happened, this went up 13 hours ago, guys. More information on the man who exposed himself towards children in Tigers Bay. This is Aubrey Dube. In 2020, he was acquitted for attempted child abduction, but was convicted for a lesser crime, common assault, and only served 4 months. This is the absolute state that our justice system's in, that they gave these women a slap in the wrist. With another crime committed by this asylum seeker, will he be deported? Obviously not, but one must ask, where is the breaking point in all this? How many more times do we have to hear about these sort of incidents happening before something's actually done? Where a man was allegedly exposing himself to children in a park, and again he was arrested. But the thing is, Come on, girl. We'll go back this way and we'll go through the forest. The thing is, the police then released a statement telling the community to be observant, you know. So that tells you if they've arrested a guy and they're now also telling people to be observant, then that tells you there's more out there. You know, that's what that tells me, you know what I mean? Come on, girl. Come on. So, yeah. This is the thing. Parents are aware. Parents, we're catching them. We're spotting them. As soon as they come near the parks, people are onto them. So guys, this is on the Shankill, and it's an update on the Conway Shankill area incident, and it's well done to those for getting this sorted, and the police arrived at the scene. We need patrols in these parks. Our children are not safe, you know. So like I say, people are aware, and this is what the good thing is about getting the word out. It's not about being hateful. Chasing the birds. Come on, hey, come on, girl. It's not about being hateful. It's not about being racist. Not about being far right. It's just about protecting our children. Exactly what Tommy was doing, trying to do. And this is the thing. I keep on saying this. We cannot be silenced. Our government and the police, our PSNI cannot silence us, because we are the citizen journalists who are protecting our communities. We're bringing things so people understand that this isn't a joke. This isn't misinformation. This isn't far right. You know, this is the government that silenced people for the last 15 years, and that's why so many children have been affected in England. You know, and just to finish off, it's not a long one, guys. I am going to be doing something today, and going to be bringing something later on, hopefully if everything works out okay. But I want to finish off with this. You know, I'm going to bring Sammy Woodhouse to you, and then the link's in the description. Please go on, watch the rest of the video, and give her channel a wee subscribe, please. Okay, Sammy Woodhouse, as most of you know, was a victim of the grooming gangs, and one of the original cases in the Rotherham. You know, so the monster that got done charged for her abuse, his brother was even worse. He got 25 years, right? 25 years. Big sentence, isn't it, guys? Big sentence. He's getting out. He's getting out. Because 25 years, you know, you've just got to half that. You know what I mean? 12 and a half years. And then you got to take another couple of years off that, you know what I mean? So you're down to 10 years. You know what I mean? So he can be back in the street, what, 9 years? I'll let Sammy tell you all about it. But please go onto her channel, give her a subscribe. If anybody needs support and following and subscribers, it's this girl, you know. And yeah, there will be stuff coming later today. Hopefully, if everything goes all right, I am trying. And yeah, this is why we have the demonstrations. It's so we can communicate with each other, because it's the only way we're going to find out what's truly going on, because we're only finding out about these things because they're happening in our areas, and we have a network where we communicate, you understand? So it's not like, it's different over here in Northern Ireland, guys. All the communities are connected, you know what I mean? Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. In here. Here. Sorry, guys. Come on, in you go. Come on. All the... Everybody's connected, you know. If something happens in one area, you find out about it instantly, and you can check on it. You can fact check it, you know what I mean? You can get, eyewitness accounts, guys, you know what I mean? So, yeah, things are happening regularly now, and it's not going to stop. The more people they bring in like this, obviously the more things that are going to happen. That's just common, you know what I mean? There's a wee bike sitting there. Come on, girl. Somebody's wee bike. Oh, it's done. Yeah, it's going to happen more and more and more. And basically, what the demonstration, I think, for me, it's like obviously it's nothing to do with me. I never organised it, but I'm going to it. And for me, these demonstrations is for people to talk to each other, to find out what's going on. Because not every, there'll be people there that don't live in our areas, and maybe there's things going on in other areas that we're not finding out about, because we know the police. We know the way the government are. They don't want to get out. They won't give descriptions of who these people are, and they're all dead edgy, and they don't want to. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? We're past that racist bit, guys, in the far right. But this is like, if I could appeal to the PSNI, we're all past that. We just want to be warned if there's things going on in our areas that we need to be aware of, so we can keep an eye on our kids a bit more better. And, just like the bogeyman stories and the old stories back in the day about IRA men jumping about in vans, kidnapping Protestant kids, that was the stories our mothers and fathers told us to try and keep us on our toes, because there was bad men out there. And I know the IRA weren't doing that, but, that was just a story that we were told. Because we would pay attention to that, that's the way it was, what I mean? Yeah, but we're in a situation now where it's serious, very, very serious. The IRA were bad men, but they would never touch our kids. Please believe me. So this is different, guys. This is different, and yeah, it's really, really concerning. And I don't want it to be like England and Scotland, where they're silencing everybody and nobody has a clue what's going on, and everybody living in nice areas think it's great and think everybody else is far right and racist because they're trying to warn them what's coming to their areas. And then 2-3 years later, houses that are vacant somebody gets put into it, and the next thing, listen, it's the same thing happening over and over again. They move into an area and then they go straight to the parks or where the schools are. That's what they do, and if you've been doing this a long time, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is common. Hotel goes up, next thing stuff starts happening around the hotel, schools, parks, etc., town centres, children being harassed. Charlie Veitch done a video the other day, and there was 4 girls sitting in the park in Manchester, and Charlie Veitch went up and goes to them, how many times have you been harassed by men? And they were like, I think it was about 20 or 30 men that came up and harassed them. 4 young children waiting on a lift or something, waiting for somebody, I don't know, but innocently just waiting. And that you could set something up, guys. This is like, if I wanted to be really, really hingy, we could set something up where we could go into an area where these men are and sit 2 girls down that look young but are over 18, and you could video it and you would see exactly how these men behave. That's the truth yet. I'm surprised nobody's not done that yet. That's not my cup of tea, you know what I mean? I'm not there to set people up. I'm there to report on what's going on. I don't need to set anybody up. This is the thing, you don't need to do this. It's coming. There's going to be more. And, as you can see here, accommodation costs set to quadruple in Northern Ireland, says Watchdog. The estimated cost of accommodation for asylum seekers in Northern Ireland has risen to 400 million, 4 times the original estimate. That's what's coming. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money. If you want to pause and look at that, that's a lot of money already in Northern Ireland for hotels. It's coming. Please believe me, and we need to stop it. Simple as that. We do not want fighting age men full of testosterone that our young women do not want to go with. So therefore they can't help themselves, and they just target the most vulnerable, which is our children, and it's not happening. Here's Sammy Woodhouse anyway, just to finish off the video. I'm going to say goodbye, but please jump on there, go and check my link. Sammy Woodhouse. You'll find her any platforms, TikTok, everywhere, and give her some love and give her some support. I'm Freedom Dad. God bless every single one of you.
So I've just had a phone call notifying me that Bashar Hussain, who is a convicted rapist from Rotherham, he's the brother of my rapist. He wasn't charged in regards to anything to do with me. I was cross-examined though by his barrister. But anyway, he's a convicted rapist. Horrific things that he's done to children. And he was sentenced to, I think it was 25 years. And then he was done again in another trial. He was sentenced in 2017, right? So we're not talking that long ago. Bearing in mind, he got 25 years plus an extra sentence. So I've just received a phone call saying he's going to be released early. Now, they're already considering him to go into an open prison, but they're now knocking off some time as well. Now, I'll be honest, it's not a massive amount they're knocking off. But it's not the point. The point is, we're talking about a man, right, that committed the most heinous acts against children. Grooming, abuse, torture, rape. You know, all the rest of it, what him and his brothers and, you know, all, what they all did. Horrific. He actually received one of the highest sentences in British history. This was a case I exposed. This is a case I testified in. He received one of the biggest sentences in British history, and he's already getting considered into an open prison, and he will definitely be released early.